Hi guys, my name is Samantha and I'm going to be talking about the diversity of human skin colors and how they have evolved over time. So of course, first things first is that we know that there are a lot of different, there are many different kinds of skin tones that you can find all over the world. And every single skin color that you find is very different on the location that you are from, or like the location or climate. And no matter your skin tone, it can always be traced back to our human ancestors. And some continents that you can find that you can trace these back are from Africa and Asia. And one way we know this is through migration and natural selection. So if you were to live in Europe, you're going to be a lot more light skin. And if you were to be living near the equator, you're going to be more dark skin. And one way that we know this is through our DNA. And one way that we can trace it is by by doing DNA testing, and it is called the mtDNA, and these are lines that scientists have been able to figure out when the human ancestors began to move out of Africa. And one of the first human species that left Africa was Homo erectus. So that is when we started to diverse all over the world. So we started going all over the world. Some went to Europe, some went to Indonesia, some left to China. They just spread all over the world. All over the world. So yeah. And so we most of the DNA that scientists trace back are from Africa, and they were able to see when they started to spread throughout Europe and all over the world. So one thing about skin color is that back then when they started moving out, I have it right here. So, yes, so one thing, so sorry. I don't have it over here. I thought I did, but I guess, oh yes, I did. So, okay. So if you were to live in Africa or near the equator, you were going to be a lot more dark skinned, and you're going to be a lot more taller, more skinnier. While you live in the northern hemisphere, you were going to be a lot more shorter, a lot more chunkier, and a lot more light skin. And this was because of the different adaptations that they had to do in natural selection. And one of the things that we have learned through our Neanderthals, they had to adapt to a lot more colder climates because of the way the sun was tilted. And okay, so also one thing about skin color is that if you have a dark skin like how I am, you are going to be producing a melanin, which is a dark skin pigment that helps UV rays, and that's really good because it's less of a chance of getting cancer. But if you're light skin or yeah, there's a more higher chance of you getting skin cancer, and because you are only producing a significant amount of melanin in the summer, and you know the UV lights are very direct during summertime. So that is one thing about skin color. Another thing is that scientists believe that natural okay, I don't know how to say this. Okay. So there is a belief that darker skins tend to be more dominant over the light skins, and I can see it because my father, who is a dark skinned person, and my mom, she's a much more lighter skin. I came out a much more darker skin, and for my dad, my mom's my dad's mom, she's a much more dark skin, while my dad's dad, he was very light. My dad came out dark skin, and it's nothing wrong, obviously it's not, but I can see where people might think it's more dominant. So that's something that I wanted to share with you guys. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope you guys learned something. Bye.